Hey, Joe here from Blue Lakes Garage. So this last week, I got a phone call from a woman. She had a 2015 Honda Odyssey and wanted to know what it would cost to rebuild the transmission because she's trying to save some money over uh, replacing it. Now, I worked for Honda for 20 years, so for those of you who don't know that, now you do. And they had a lot of problems with those transmissions. And to this day, they still have their fair share of problems with them. Some have gotten better, different issues. But anyway, so I'm throwing this out there to you. Unless you have a shop that's all they do is automatic transmission overhauls, so be it. If they want to do that, fine. But the best way to replace a transmission is get one from Honda that is overhauled by Honda with a warranty, and make sure that the transmission cooler and the radiator is flushed out really good, because if it's not, you can really screw up your new transmission. So a buddy of mine runs a shop in the neighboring town. He does mostly all transmission stuff, but he doesn't overhaul a transmission. He'll put a reman one in for you. He'll do your old school um, GM Ford transmissions, whatever, for trucks and stuff like that. But you got to know what you're getting into, because ever since front wheel drive started, everything's different, and they're difficult to remanufacture or overhaul, actually. And there was a guy at the Honda shop that was really sharp. He used to do them. He was the only guy that got them. The guys taking the transmissions out, he would overhaul them and get them done. Now, as far as like engines go, you don't rebuild engines today, unless you have a classic car and you want to keep all the numbers the same. That's a different story. So you'll probably ask me, well, Joe, why don't I just replace it with a used transmission? Well, you can do that, and a lot of the salvage uh, places will offer a warranty. The best thing to do is get one with low mileage on it. But how do you know? How do you know how that vehicle has been serviced beforehand for the transmission? Because if you've got a transmission already that's known for problems, and you put another one in there, there's a possibility that it could be a bad one. So you want to keep that in mind. Brand new transmission from Honda, forget about it. That would be, I can't even imagine how much that would cost. But you can get used transmissions from a reputable salvage yard, one of the bigger ones, and they will offer you that warranty. But you know, I've had people bring stuff to me like that, or I've ordered transmissions and had issues with them, and they're, oh yeah, we'll pay you the labor, and they don't pay you anywhere near what it takes you to do it. So I have done it this way. I'll say to somebody, you supply me the transmission or the engine, the used engine, I'll put it in. If there's an issue, you have to deal with them, not me. Because I know it might not sound fair to a lot of you, but it's not fair to me if they send me a bad egg and I gotta eat half the labor because of what they offered. Of course, if I agreed to replace the transmission for what they said, if there was an issue, then that's my bad. But I can't do that. I can't afford to do that now. But so I just thought I'd throw that out there for all of you who are wondering, what it, you know, what's entailed in rebuilding a transmission. And I tell you, that's a huge job. And if you get one part installed wrong, you got to take it all apart again and do it all over again for free. No one wants to do that. And if you've ever looked at videos, I haven't made a video on it, but replacing a Honda Odyssey transmission is pretty involved. You definitely don't want to do that in your backyard, unless you're very young and foolish. But so I decided to throw this quick video out there and share it with you. Be very careful about what you invest in your older car, because you might want to, blue book the value of the vehicle and see if it's actually worth putting that money into it. Anyway, if you like this video and it's helped you out a little bit, please like it and subscribe if you would like. I appreciate you, and you have yourself a great evening.